Mike Spielberg, live and direct, Paparazzi Media, Studio 618. We got the supreme grinder right here, Baby Savage. Just finished doing a little flip show. Brought a lot of independent artists out here. He's got a network that's spiraling out of control. It's web-like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in it. As far as for your goals for 2014, what are you looking forward to accomplishing?
I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing, man. I'm working on one of the biggest independent deals actually in my career for like $7 million, right? And when I say $7 million, a lot of people think cash, $7 million, but it's not really like that. It's a 5-year plan, me touring, making approximately $300,000 to $500,000 a year off of touring, allocating so much money towards magazines like XXL, The Source, Respect Magazine, which I just did a deal with XXL Magazine for like $294,000 in advertising only, you know, and I'm doing a number with Respect. We haven't came to a full agreement on how it's gonna be, but it's gonna be up in the 5 figures, as well as with the sources and things like that. I'm just putting out there for independent artists and giving them the game like I'm the label. Okay. And when I say I'm the label, I'm not a Cash Money. I'm a universal. I'm an Interscope. I just got this plan, man, to be like the next Universal, next Fontana, my own distribution center, next Interscope. I don't want to be just another record label that's coming out. So with all the things I'm putting together, man, it's gonna be a network of independent artists. What I'm doing is I'm going public with a record label. When I say going public, I mean putting it on the stock market, and the investors and shareholders are going to be independent artists, right? And I'm gonna pay dividends back to them. But besides that, I'm gonna franchise it as well, like a McDonald's or a Burger King, where an artist could say, hey, we're gonna pay this much money, we're gonna be able to use your name and your brand, and now they're gonna have access to every artist that I deal with. And that's for I'm franchising my touring company, right? So, and this guy's a brand. So like someone in California, somebody might be able to just purchase a guy to grand franchise. Now you get to use every artist with me, plus it's gonna come with seminars, and I'm gonna teach you how to put together tours where you're gonna gross $500,000 to $1 million a year independently as an independent artist, without major label help, without radio, without any of that. And you allocating all your money and your finances to your bank account, fictitious numbers that the label will give you, $2 million. And then they'll say, well, we spent this on video, we spent this on marketing, we spent this on radio, we spent this on features, and now you left with $100,000 for yourself. Okay. And those are only fictitious numbers that they're giving you, because what they really paying for those services is way cheaper than that. But what they do is they boost it up, middleman, yeah, and mark it down, because they the middleman. You at the bottom, the other people at the top. You see what I'm saying? So before I let you give me $2 million and I wind up with $100,000, because I'm making $300,000 a year right now for touring, I'm gonna go for the whole $7 million and put that in my pocket. And I'm gonna sell 100,000 CDs like Master P said for $10 a piece and make that $1 million, right? Okay, and keep all the cash instead of what I'm hearing, because I've never been in that part like that. They say all these rappers, they're not really getting paid off of like royalties and stuff like that. I don't even much want to go through that. Just give me all my money, right? Now, when I do go talk to the machine, which is the label, it's going to be for a historic deal. Okay, as of a Cash Money or a Master P. Because I'm not saying that independently and I don't want to go to that label, because of course, yes, I want to be national, I want to be international, and right now I don't have enough finances, marketing dollars, or anything to take it to that level. But right now at the level I'm at, I'm not content. So I'm looking for that machine, but it just gotta be right. You see what I'm saying? Because I know the type of income I could really get off of my fan base. Not off of my fan base, just off of my education.
And it also sounds like you're bringing something to the table instead of just being a project. Yeah. And you know, just being able to do that, bringing the networks, bringing the knowledge, bringing the skill, bringing the grind, that means that they see you, they see dollar signs at the end of the day, which makes it that much more easy. Right.
And you know what, at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. All the stuff I've been doing, man, I'm paying taxes right now. Not only that, the things that I'm doing in the label, man, like when I tell people all the time I'm the biggest independent artist out of Louisiana. Out of several other states too, because I don't know, and when I say independent, understand I'm not talking about, because you got artists like, I ain't gonna name no names, but they say they independent, but they got major distribution behind them. And if you got major distribution behind you, guess what? They're gonna allocate so many dollars to make sure your CD is at the front of that store, that you have posters in that store, that there are commercials running in places like Best Buy, Walmart, where your stuff is gonna be sold. So no, you're not really independent. I'm completely independent. Okay. Everything I'm doing bottom line. So at the end of the day, when I say I'm the biggest independent artist,
you doing it all by yourself.
Right.
Okay.
And not only that, I don't know another artist that's doing over 300 shows a year, all of them paid.
How many of y'all are really getting paid for the hard work that you put out there?
Right.
You record these tracks, you know what I'm saying? You go to the studio, you buy the beats, you do all this, and all that goes down is just rides around in your boy's car. Right. What are you really gonna do with the product that you have?
Well, look, let me give you an idea, because a lot of artists, what they want to do is just pop up. Somebody pay them $2,000 for a show, they show up, perform, and leave. See, when I'm getting paid for shows, I'm actually the promoter. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm actually the touring organizer. I'm doing all of these jobs in one, but I'm creating this income for myself. Now, of course, some people do pay me up front for shows, but that's the minimum. I'm not fixing to wait on nobody to book me. I'm going to book myself just like I'm going to sign myself. Okay. And I'm signing myself to this $7 million deal. I'm not finna wait for a label to come give me what they want to give me. I'm going to take what I want by my education, my knowledge, and me applying it. This is why I feel like I'm the biggest independent artist. I don't know another artist that's doing over 300 shows a year paid. I don't know another artist who have really allocated over $380,000 in marketing. We're not talking advertising, I'm talking marketing, right? And if we're talking about advertising, it's more than that. With the billboards, I got over 200 billboards. That's over $300,000 right there through all 5 states. Besides that, I do advertising in XXL, Respect Magazine, Source Magazine every month. And if you know how much that costs, then you know what type of dollars I'm talking about spending. I've created a union for over 10,000 artists to get together and gather together and minimize on cost and advertising, maximize on advertising by all getting equal percentages, right? And still get that national exposure, man.
So how did that come about? How did you bust in that mainstream bubble?
I wanted to compete. Okay. I'm seeing these dudes, man, they got $1 million budgets, and I'm like, how I'm gonna do that? I ain't got the funds to continuously do that out of my pocket and take a chance on losing that. So I said, I'm gonna minimize my chances of losing my money by involving everybody in it, because I'm not greedy. And at the end of the day, as long as everybody getting the equal share, it's gonna be beneficial for everybody. So I minimized the costs, and then I got people involved. When I look at XXL magazine, it's a historic venture for me every time, all these national magazines. Because like I say, prior to that, you only had people who was in there who being pushed by multi-million-dollar machines. Once again, which is the labels, right? They can afford to pay $10,000 for a page, and right, and it won't even hurt them because they got so many other money coming in from different type of avenues. I ain't got that right now. So I'm gonna involve everybody in it. But like I say, man, independently, that was like one of the greatest things for me to do. And the exposure that I've been getting off of these magazines have been tremendous. And seeing like the potential and the money that I've been making from spending money on myself has been very well worth it, you know. So when I really seriously took this career seriously, I was 26, right? At the age of 26 until now 30, the money has been like overwhelmingly just fulfilling my bank accounts, meeting all of my goals. But it's one thing I've been doing that I never did. I'm doing it. And it's just that easy. You see what I'm saying?
Just do it.
Just do it. So it's like I constantly educate myself about the music industry, the business. My last mixtape was 2012. I don't just put out music just to put out music because it ain't making no money.
From 2011, 2012, when you performed,
right?
Just off that material.
Just off that material.
Dropped any new material last week.
For what? Right? As long as I'm making money, the money steady coming in.
Stretch.
Now I'll be able to drop material when I'm able to drop all this other stuff I'm doing in the machine behind me. Then I can work more on my craft. Right now I gotta work on building the funds that's gonna push me to where I need to go, to where that machine really recognizing and realizing what I'm doing. But I want it to the point to where it's just like, I gotta have this guy. I see what he doing. I see the future of what he done, and by his past and his present situation, I can see him going where he say he going. Right.
A lot of people been in the game not longer than 4 years and still don't have access to the point where, hey, I'm performing. I need you to come here to this town, perform with me.
Right.
We're gonna put your name on the bill.
Right.
We're gonna create a buzz
Right.
with national artists that everybody's heard of.
Right.
So how did you get that connection to the point where you're able to build to the point where they were able to bring you in and ride with you?
Right. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I remember before I was getting paid for shows, I used to travel to meet these artists. If somebody got a show there, I'm going. I never forget. Master P had a basketball game, and he's like one of my favorites.
Okay.
I watch him and I listen to a lot of his interviews, and I drove like 5 hours not knowing nobody at the game.
Okay.
Nobody. But when I got there, I said I'm gonna meet him no matter what. And when I was on the highway, I seen the truck wrapped, and it was wrapped exactly like the flower with Master P on it. So I turned around, and understand I'm on Houston Highway. I turned around because I seen the truck get off, and I say, he finna go to a gas station. And sure enough, when I make a block, guess what? He was at the gas station. It wasn't Master P, but it was somebody who was part of that show. And I gave him some of my music, and I gave him a magazine, and I said, man, I drove 4 hours. I want to meet P. He said, here go my number. When you get there, call me. I'm going to bring you backstage. No problem. That's what I did. Met him. Got an interview. And really we didn't even talk that long. It's like 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
But that was enough to inspire me to say, I can meet anybody I want to meet. I can reach anybody I want to reach. All I do is got to talk to them and make it make sense. I'm not talking about no foolishness. I'm talking about some money or doing something together positive.
It sparked the flame.
Yeah, it sparked the flame to let me know I can meet these artists. So I sat down and I came up with a list of artists that I want to deal with, and called them. We worked some, and most of them we still working together right now. And a lot of major shows I've been on, man. Just for some of these artists who want to get on major shows. If you're dealing with a promoter, he got money behind that. He trying to, guess what, make his profit. Call him, work for him. I'll help you sell tickets. I'll help you sell slots, VIP tickets. Give me a price to bring you, because that's what I used to do. I'd be like, look, man, your ticket's going for $25. I'm going to sell 20 of them, right? That's $500. All I want to do is perform and meet this artist. 5 minutes video footage. Guess what that promoter going to say?
Sure.
Yeah, he got access to him. Let's do it. All you do is gotta help me
make
in this.
yourself useful.
Yeah, make yourself useful. But don't come into the game just saying, hey man, put me on the show. I don't even know who you is.
Y'all hear that?
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest. Like, why would I just put you on the show? I don't know you, never seen you before, and you can't help me do nothing. Now, anybody with common sense, if you can bring something to the table and you able, they gonna take that, put it in the middle, and say, man, let everybody, let's eat.
I'm on the grind right now.